Good morning, Mark. Well, the proposed Sonoran Corridor would basically create a link between I-10 and I-19, and it would really help with the transportation of so many of those goods that we see come through Tucson. Pima County says the proposed corridor would create an estimated annual economic impact of $32 billion, and officials say it would help create right around 2,000 jobs in the area. But despite that estimated growth, some say the corridor is unnecessary. Alan Nolden says he was one of those people, but after more consideration, he's actually changed his mind.
I know a lot of Tucsonans, like I said, we don't really want Tucson to grow too fast. But at the same time, that's inevitable. I mean, we do have to make certain choices. We do have to grow.
Now, companies like HomeGoods, Target, and now Amazon have all recently decided the south side of Tucson is the place to set up shop, especially since they're all so close to I-10. The Sonoran Corridor would ideally help those companies and others better move their goods. Now, ADOT has held public meetings in the past regarding the corridor, and they're still seeking more public comment. The department says those who want to submit their input can do so by emailing them, by phone, or by regular mail as well. You can find all the information on how to do that on our website, KGUN9.com. In studio, Veronica Acosta, KGUN 9 on your side.
Continuing coverage now at 5:32. The retrial is underway for Border Patrol agent Lonnie Swartz, who shot through the border fence and killed a Mexican teen in 2012. This trial hinges on whether deadly force was justified. In opening arguments yesterday, prosecutors said Swartz was angry because the teen was throwing rocks at agents to distract them, but they could have stayed safe without shooting anyone. Swartz's defense attorney argued agents are trained that rocks are deadly force and that justifies deadly force in return.
Southwest Key, the company that owns migrant shelters in California and Texas, will close 2 locations in Arizona as part of a settlement with the State Department of Health Services. The company will pay $73,000 and surrender the licenses for their Casa Phoenix and Hacienda del Sol locations. Now, this comes after the company failed to confirm all of its employees had gone through proper vetting processes. The state of Arizona set a deadline for Southwest Key to provide those clearance checks after allegations of molestation at a Tucson shelter. Well, over the next few weeks, KGUN 9 reporters will be giving you a closer look at cold cases with the hopes of shining a light on the missing and those cases that are still unsolved. In this week's True Crime Thursday, the story of a 3-month-old police say was abducted from a swap meet in Avondale in 2001. For the first time, we're hearing from the sister of that infant, Jacqueline Vasquez.
I always knew, but I didn't know the actual story. I knew probably when I was 8, 9.
Well, what happened to baby Jacqueline? The full story will air tonight at 10 on KGUN 9.
A verdict in the NCAA corruption trial to tell you about this morning, the schools affected and what it could mean for college basketball.
And some health advocacy groups are saying there are harmful chemicals in breakfast cereals, how the EPA is responding. It is 5:34. You're watching KGUN 9 on your side.
Now, KGUN 9 on your side sports.
A federal jury found 3 Adidas executives guilty in the college basketball corruption trial. All 3 convicted of wire fraud by paying families of top prospects to go to Adidas schools. Well, the prosecution said Louisville, Kansas, and Miami, all Adidas schools, were victims of